course I've captained him. Why wouldn't I?
Vote Elite FPL!
Confident about being Jim White, aren't you?
Oh, go on then.
Slow sports news.
Say vote. Elite FPL.
And the gold award. Elite FPL.
Your team has an AI score for the next
Oh
4
yeah,
game weeks.
let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Steve-O, he's a bit mean, but he means well. And I'm not going to rise to the occasion. He can bash my team as much as he wants, but I don't care. It just makes me stronger. Makes me more keen to stay above him on the tables. And I guarantee, the end of this weekend, you're going to be looking up to me, Steve-O, thinking, what am I going to have to do? What am I going to have to do to catch him? See you later, dude.
Cheers. Cheers, Jason. Thank you so much. There was our co-host, Jason, there, bragging.
Types of streams where we are covering all that lot. Oh yes.
Dreams of glory, points to chase, many leagues, it's the ultimate race, captains rise, some fall from grace, oh, the game we play, it's a ruthless space. Only the elite will win through the chaos, through the spin, break the template, big take within. Only the elite will win. Only the elite will win. Steve-O's fight tenacious, Jason's moves audacious. In our community, no sheep on display. Tactics whispered, strategy say. The managers plot like kings and queens. Green arrow shining, red one sting. The table shifts, the standing swing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday night after the game week's finished, and hopefully won't be on for long. Joining us tonight, we've got Clickers, we've got Milan Milic, we've got Leyland Edwards, we've got Andrew Ferguson, Maestro, we've got Zygool here, Alex Sweet here is flying high, Kevy, PK7, Slavek, the best FPL duo. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Animations is here. Been a rubbish week because of Sanchez. John Hayes, Onions is here. Z Truth, Dazid, Ruler, hello. Right, what have we got to talk about, Steve-O? Because I want to get out of here, I'll be honest with you.
Tell the audience why you're pissed off, because that was a terrible intro, absolutely shocking. I need you to be a bit more oomph, Jason.
No.
You're not happy at all. Tell the audience why.
I'm not happy, but I'm not. I mean, it could have been worse. God's sake. I mean, Man United won. That's a positive. But yeah, I just annoyed. Just annoyed about, you know, in a game week where, you know, Fulham put 3 goals against Wolves. Hang on a second, something's coming up here on the air. What's going on here? Sorry. 3 goals against Brentford. Sorry, I had a notification come up there. In a game week, like Fulham get 3 goals against Brentford. King comes back through with nothing. Like, and he gets himself
you got
a yellow card.
Race. Yeah. You beat me to it.
Like, you can't make it up. And then of course, you've got the whole fact that Wolves can't score to save their life. So I play. You know what? So instead of
preview at all.
Yeah, you said they can't score to save their life. So it influenced me to play Rodon because I thought, you know, Wolves are crap. They can't score. So I reckon Leeds might get a clean sheet in that one. Rodon does nothing. So, of course, no one else in their right mind's got Leeds defenders in their team. So
I do.
In their right mind.
Got me DEFCON points. That's the main thing. Only returns I got.
And then, of course, Sanchez, in 4 minutes into the game, decides that he's going to just completely take out Brian Mbeumo. And for the record, there's no guarantee that Brian Mbeumo was going to even make it past him and score, because he's not been hitting the target lately, as Mr. Mbeumo. But I'm happy. I'm happy that United won. But I'm not happy with the fact that what I thought were okay decisions just have backfired completely. Sanchez getting -3 is a real kick in the teeth. I'm not going to lie. It's it obviously today has softened the blow a lot, because obviously I had Matty Cash, who
What a goal.
So, you know, I want people to think, well, he got 45 points. It's not the end of the world. But going into today, I was really annoyed. Really, really annoyed with the just with everything that was going on in my team. I just felt like it was just going to be. I thought actually it was going to be my worst game week I've ever had. Like, obviously Haaland had yet to play, Cash had yet to play, and I, you know what? And I went into today thinking I benched Reinders, and I benched him for King, and I thought to myself, it's always a risk. It's always a risk doing that. But I thought Man City versus Arsenal, it's going to be a real tight game. It's going to be, I mean, how the hell he got 9 points from that game, I don't know. Well, I do know. It's called DEFCON points, and it's called bonus 2. I
I just think to myself, like, look at the bench. I mean, Estev 4 points. Obviously, you got Defcon. Dorgu 5 points. Even Dubravka got 7 more points than Sanchez. And I was just saying, like, you know what? These game weeks are the game weeks that really hurt your like morale, your focus. You've got to pick yourself up and go on. And I know, again, there are going to be people that are going to be like, I got less than 45, whatever it is I'm on. I could tell you now that I need 3 more points to gain a green arrow. So it's not the end of the world, is it? 3 points.
Haaland getting 2 for you? Cash
What?
is going to get 2 minimum.
No. So I got 4. So it's 45 points I'm on.
Oh, all out.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I see.
My safety score was 38. So is anyone in chat that got less than 45 points? Please let me know, just to try and make me feel a bit better. But I'm just
hold
annoyed.
on a minute. You can't. There will be people in this chat like me that are like 4 or 5 millionth in the world. You're doing really well. Remember, you're what, 800,000?
900,000 now.
Yeah, you're doing very well. Remember, people captain Palmer.
Again,
we can have a laugh at them.
Again, I was pretty annoyed going into today with everything that happened yesterday. So, again, I think to see Reindeers pick up 9 points, I just thought to myself, typical.
Hold a minute.
Typical.
Your bench is Dubravka, Estev, Dorgu, and Reinders.
Again, yeah, and Reinders, yeah.
I captain Palmer.
The
My
irony,
season is over.
Do you know what the biggest irony
Stop.
is?
Shit. We just had a super chat come through, and
fuck the super chat for a second.
No, it spoke. It spoke. It said, "I captain
right.
Palmer my season's over."
Yeah, good. Thanks for the money. To my teeth. That'll piss a few people off, which is good. What I was going to say is that, and I've completely lost my train of thought. Well done there. What were you saying, Jace? Right. Oh yeah. So the irony is that this specific game week, this is the biggest irony. A lot of people play bench boost and you didn't, and yet you probably got more points than a lot of people on their bench
Mate,
boost.
if I'd have played a bench boost,
That's the biggest irony.
I mean, if I'd have played, I would have got 22, 23 points from a bench boost.
It's fantastic. It's great.
I would have got 22 points from a bench boost. I cannot believe that.
So do you want to just quickly go for your team?
Not really.
Well, you're going to have to. Just quickly go for your team.
We can see it on the screen. Sanchez minus
Doesn't matter.
3.
People on audio can't see it, can they?
Cash got 10 points, which kind of basically saved my ass, I'll be honest with you.
How did you find? I was going to message you, but I thought, nah, I'm just going to leave it. How did you feel how did you find out about that Matty Cash goal?
Discord.
Oh right, okay.
In the hangout. So I was out for a walk. I was out. No, where was I? I was out somewhere. I was in Tesco, I think. And then I just looked onto Discord and I went to the hangout chat in Discord and I was like, people were just saying, what happened was I saw a notification that Villa had scored and I was like, oh my God, Villa have scored. I'm like, oh, here we go, Ollie Watkins. I load up the Discord because it's normally really quick for the Hangouts group to say who it is. And then like, oh my God, Matty Cash. And I was like, I can't believe it. No way, Matty Cash. Like, if it could have been a whole different story if he hadn't come through for me. To be honest with you, he's a big win for me this game week. But so Van de Ven 1 point, Rodon 2 points, King 1 point. Semenyo got 5 points, which, you know, he was my transfer in for Vert, who, by the way, didn't start the game.
No, we did. Oh no, yeah, sorry, yeah.
And then you got Gakpo with 2 points, and by the way, he's on my chopping block. I'm done with Gakpo, man. He's going. Salah, I'm keeping Salah, but I've got a plan for Gakpo. Haaland 9 points, Pedro 2 points, Mateta 6 points.
Told you not to sell Mateta because what was your -8 you were going to do? Remind the audience what the -8 you were going to do was.
Oh man, I can't even. Hang on, I'll tell you what it was going to be.
So you're going to do.
Imagine doing a -8 in this game week.
You were going to do Rodgers and Watkins in, weren't you, or something?
No, that was No, that was the second of the two that I wasn't too keen on. It was the other one. It wasn't the Watkins one. It was Gyökeres.
Right,
Yeah, it was
okay,
going to be
yeah.
Rodgers, Semenyo, and Gyökeres.
Yeah. And I told
And
you,
that
don't bother.
No,
Yeah.
don't bother doing it. Well, I wasn't going to do it. I was like thinking of what could I do this week, but Gyökeres was never a good pick to bring in ahead of City. So yeah, the Chelsea game could have been a whole different story, I think, had that incident not have happened in the 4th minute. United did put up a good display. I'm not saying that we wouldn't have won. I don't think we would say we would have won the game, but I thought United put up a good display.
Well, they will go through the games, and well, I say the games, the ones that we give a shit about, but you say about Man United, but I thought you were fucking diabolical in about, the last 20 minutes?
Oh, we caved into pressure.
That was embarrassing. I was actually embarrassed, especially when I saw Bruno Fernandes doing like a cheerleader role. I thought, you're a professional footballer that's getting paid.
Did you see
God
the
knows
rain,
how
though?
much.
That aside, did you see
amazing.
the weather? That was awful, man.
Yeah, great. It's great.
So the Casemiro red card was a bit harsh, I think.
Well, it's a second yellow, wasn't it? He's a fool for doing it.
It's a bit harsh, I think. But
yeah, but it's second yellow card. It's the same as that Ugo Chocolate the other week against Liverpool. He's an idiot for doing it. He's done it. He's off. But yeah, the funniest moment in that game was when Reece James went to dribble forward and then he just fell on his face. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I just found it was embarrassing when Bruno Fernandes is screaming on the touchline as if he's some kind of player manager. And I'm like, you play for Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. You earn God knows how many hundreds of £1,000s a week. And you're screaming as if you're Torquay United. You're a fucking embarrassment. You don't even do this on the pitch. And yet you'll happily do it on the side of the coaching staff. Piss off, you patronising wanker. It genuinely actually offends me, Jace. And how do you feel when you see that as a Man United fan, when you've got a player like that, but he doesn't do that on the pitch?
I think I don't even know how to answer that question. I'll be honest with you. My time of Bruno Fernandes is soon to be over, I think, at United. I think he's got one more season. I just don't like him now at the club. I just think he's holding the club back, I'll be honest with you. Contrary to a lot of people's beliefs. I think don't get confused. I don't think United are going to be a force to be reckoned with just because they beat Chelsea with 10 men. And
how long did the game go on when it was 10v10? 20, 25 minutes?
About that, yeah.
It was about 20, 25 minutes. And all of a sudden, you just curled up in a ball. Well, you were right on top.
Play for the victory, right?
I was occasionally listening into Mark Goldbridge, but I can't listen to him, to be honest with you. And especially when it's the Man United stuff, it bores me. But anyway, whatever. And he was making the point that I cannot believe that we're winning 2-0 and we could cock this up. And I'm thinking, he's right. Because I was watching it. Thinking, this is embarrassing. This is a team who are 2-0 up against 10 men, absolutely dominating, could potentially go on and beat Chelsea 4 or 5-0. And then all of a sudden,
they turtle.
It's like you lost your heads. Didn't know how to play football.
Like, I was getting frustrated at Amad Diallo, I'll be honest with you.
Why is that?
He just makes bad decisions at the moment. There was one point where Sesko was literally like, there was a picture on Reddit that was posted on Reddit. Sesko, right? Poor guy. Like, he got the assist, of course. Sesko is a quality, I feel he's a quality player. And many, many times in that game, if you watch it, or you're not going to watch it back ever again, but in the game, he makes so much space and he's unmarked in the box so many times. And no one looks for him, no one finds him. And there was one chance where Ahmad was on the left and he could have just cut it into Sesko, literally like 8 yards out from goal. unmarked completely would have been like a tap in. Just just makes a bad decision and goes for a shot. It's just like, for me, it's just like, why are you trying to play it as an individual and not as a team? It just doesn't make any sense. Just because you go 2-0 up, you don't want to, this, I don't know what it is, man, at United. I think it's just a team of individuals sometimes. I really do. And I think Bruno Fernandes, again, I agree with Alex in the chat. He's poisonous. Like I said it before, he is a petulant child when things aren't going his way, and it echoes throughout the team. And unfortunately, just don't think for 1 minute, just because we beat Chelsea in that fashion, that things are going to start to go on the up for Man United. I know Bruno Amorim was quite jovial after the game because obviously got 3 points, but papering over the cracks, I think. But on a positive note, Jojo says Burnley got a point.
You are lucky at the fact that you've got Brentford and Sunderland at home. I think that's 6 points. I think that's 6 points in the bag, personally. But
I've got your team up on the screen now. Maybe you can finish your point and then move on to that.
Yeah, so you got Brentford and Sunderland. Brentford at the moment, when at home, seem to be doing a bit better than away from home, but I think you've got 3 points in that. Sunderland at your place. You mentioned about individuals, the promoted teams. I have to say they are probably the 3 best promoted teams I've seen for a long time come up. They're all teams. They all want to play for one another. It's not just a bunch of, we've bought 20 different we've bought 20. Fucking hell. We've brought in 20 new players and we're going to try and fit them in, but I've never worked with them before. Nah. It's brilliant. It's great to see. And certainly I think a lot of the Sunderland are probably ahead of what they'd expect to have points-wise. Burnley are on exactly as I expected. 4 points in the opening 5 games. And I did say that it'd be Sunderland and Nottingham Forest that we should be targeting. That's what we did. We've got 4 points. And Leeds are probably doing what probably most Leeds fans expected, to be honest with you. Maybe the odd game, like being at home to Newcastle and getting a draw, is a bonus. But overall, I think that the promoted teams are looking pretty good. And certainly Sunderland at your place, they are going to make it difficult. But I'd expect normally you guys turn up, don't you, in games like that and wash aside the promoted teams, don't you?
It's not going to be an easy season at the moment. I think that against Brentford, see Bayern and Burmo doing something, can't you?
Oh yeah, it's the classic.
It's written. It's written.
It's like you made the point about Dan, didn't you? That players always score against the former clubs, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Your team's up on the screen. You got 49 points. I don't know if you know that, and you've had.
I don't have a clue, mate.
You've had a fairly up and down. Again, it's been an up and down game week for you because prior to today, you weren't exactly flying high either. Just similar points to me.
No, I was. Look, we all said that this particular game week is going to be absolutely shocking, and whatever you come away with, you come away with. I think pretty much every prediction you and I did came through as expected, give or take. Obviously, the odd game here or there, Wolves losing to Leeds 3-1, whatever. But overall, the majority of people that you'd expect to do something, or more specifically, the players that you were hoping to do something really didn't. A lot of the players that, specifically from a defensive point of view, relied on the DEFCON points. Certainly, I was very lucky with Tyrone Mings. In fact, this is what really fucks me off about this season. I did voice... Ray doesn't want me to talk to him about FPL, but sometimes I just have to vent to him about FPL. And I said, what really frustrates me about whenever I play this game is that everything seems to be going exactly as I've predicted. The problem is that there's always something that's a kick in the bollocks. So in this specific case, without going over it, is game week 2, all the injuries that happened. And this specific game week, I went through with the Cucurella to Mings, so up by 4 points, and Semenyo in for Wirtz. I'm up by 5 points. So a total of 9 points I'm up because both of those players got 0. And I'm up to 9 now, which is really, really good. And the way I've planned the season has actually gone bordering on perfection. You could argue it's just been the unfortunate situation where I've had to get a first aid kit out. And because of game week 2, everything fucked up in game week 3 and 4. Let's not fuck about here. That's what happened in game week 3 and 4. Because of game week 2, it was almost like I took 2 steps forward in game week 1.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that having triple Spurs, Johnson being a non-starter.
No. I'm not, hold a minute.
As
This is what I'm
planning
making the point, right? Is that no, I'm not. What I mean is that the outcomes that me and Ray thought,
yeah,
have all come through. Like Tottenham, I can't account for players going out of form. Like the reason why Johnson clearly isn't playing is he played so badly. Was it against Bournemouth?
And obviously Wood going out of form.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Nottingham Forest.
The whole thing behind the scenes, that's clearly played on their mind. And bang, they've all gone off shit. I can't account for that. But from a planning point of view, I'm actually really happy. You know, I've already done my transfer. I brought in Foden for Johnson. That's done. Got that out of the way. Next week, it's probably going to be Gyökeres in for what's his face? Wood. Yep. And then it's going to be wildcard game week. Everything's falling into place perfectly. Game week 8 is now when I can wildcard. I can have wildcard.
Game week 8, you're going to wildcard.
Yeah, because my team is set up perfectly for the next 2 game weeks. So basically, in next game week, triple captain Haaland. Again, that's not set in stone, but as it stands right now, it's set in stone. So we've got a 3-5-2. And then in game week 7, bring in Gyökeres for Wood. Game week 8, it's straight into the wild card. Get rid of all the shit in my team. I can finally get rid of the crap. Get rid of all the Tottenham. Get rid of Nottingham Forest. And then it's loading up on Arsenal. I've already got the wild card sorted out on my phone. And do you know what, Jace? For the first time, I'm actually just happy just sticking with the plan, the fixtures. And like I said, it's all kind of going the way I kind of expected. It's just been the unfortunate situation of what real life football does. It's players out of form, i.e. like Wirtz, Johnson not playing for his club. You've then got the injury situations. And remember, the players that I've been bringing in, they're not complete random players. These are players which a lot of people wanted. I always think about when I brought in Chris Wood in the -12, everybody wanted him. People were captaining him in that specific game week. And I thought, brilliant, I've got him. What could go wrong? Oh, he gets 1 point. You couldn't make it up. He goes off in the 59th minute. I can't account for that. And genuinely, Jace, I'm kind of like pretty much on par, a bit like Burnley, really. I'm kind of on par with the results, the points, and yeah, I think because once it gets to the wild card, the people that I hear on Gary's stream talking about, I'm like, I've already got him. Oh, we want Haaland and Salah. Do you? Already got him. That's the thing. Me and you are in actually a prime position here because people are like, oh, actually, now the rotation's coming in for Liverpool. Right. Okay. Well, you knew this, didn't you? Yeah, but I only really want Salah, and I want Salah, but I can't afford him. Well, you should have thought about it, shouldn't you? Like, me and you are in a really good position here, Jace, regarding having Haaland and Salah, because I've got them both. It's great. It's fucking brilliant. And, you know, the likes, because Palmer obviously went off with a small injury, which I'm assuming he'll be out next week. We don't know. We don't know if they're going to manage his injury or not, but
I wouldn't be getting him in, put it that way.
Well, I was thinking of it until he pulled up yesterday. Saka looked fantastic today. In fact,
Saka did look good. What's your thoughts on the Ekitike situation at Liverpool? Scored again.
It's all getting Isaac into the system, isn't it? Once he starts getting up to full speed.
Yeah, but is that meaning Ekitike is just a bench player then?
It was always going to be the case. And he's going to interchange with Gakpo.
Ekitike is scoring goals.
Well, this is the point. You can't account for form players, so Ekitike will continue playing, won't he? But you don't spend 100 and whatever it is £1 million on Isaac to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Their front four.
This is why I'm getting rid of Gakpo, because Gakpo is going to be the man that's going to make way, I think. Because Isaac's played on the left for Newcastle. I know that much. And I know that Ekitike can play on the left. So that is the position. You're not going to get rid of Salah, are you? You're not going to be moving Slobozlai. You're not going to be moving, Verts. Yeah, it's I think that the Gakpo move, Ekitike for
I
me.
thought you'd already done it.
No.
Oh, you haven't done what? To bring in Foden, isn't it?
Well, it would be, yes, but I'm not so sure about Foden now. I'm not so sure about Foden now.
Okay, you're aware they got Burnley next year.
Yeah, no, but did you see anything from today that made Foden look amazing?
They played Arsenal.
Yeah, but I thought, yeah. But Reinders run the show in midfield. I thought he was very good in the first half.
I wouldn't worry about not owning. I wouldn't worry about Foden versus Burnley, and then what is it, Everton after that or something? I'd be very bullish. Have you heard what Pep said about Foden and the fact that he's really happy that he's going to be now behind? Oh, it's Brentford. He's now going to be behind Haaland. I even think potentially he could be the one to captain against Burnley rather than Haaland. I think Esteban Ekdal will just mark Haaland out the game, which will free up the likes of Reinders, Foden, Doku.
Yeah, maybe Foden is one, but I mean, it's yeah. I have I'm going to sleep on it. There's no price rises tonight, is there?
I don't have a clue, to be honest with you.
Let's have a quick look. But yeah, just want to go through. Do you want to just go through the fixtures? I'll get them on screen while I'm looking at these price rises, Steve-O.
Well, it started off yesterday, didn't it? With what do we call it? Liverpool, the lunchtime kickoff, where, of course, a lot of people put faith into Salah, who, ironically, against all the popular picks, barring Haaland, actually did all right. What was it? 7 points he came through in the end. No, how many points did Salah get? I can't remember.
Salah got. Oh God, Salah
it was 5, wasn't it? He got an
points,
assist plus his 2 things. So
5 points, yeah, double to 10 for captainers, yeah.
Yeah. So it was Salah, Haaland, and Semenyo were the top 3 captaincy picks, and Haaland won again. Surprise, surprise. And by all accounts, Salah was very lucky to get his clean sheet. Liverpool win again. And from what I heard on the radio, Liverpool pretty much did what they normally do. And most parts of the game, they controlled it. There was the odd moment when Everton kind of were able to do bits and pieces. But overall, Liverpool, at the end of the day, they are just unstoppable at the moment. And it's going to be really interesting who will be the team to stop Liverpool. Who are the team that are going to beat Liverpool? Their fixtures, I wouldn't be surprised. Ironically, their next fixture is against Crystal Palace. Very hard. Very, very tough fixture.
Salah owners right now, like I look at Salah on my team and I'm thinking, is he going to get me the output I want for 14 million?
But who are you bringing in for him?
Well,
Saka? Fernandes?
No, okay, let me rephrase that. If I was on a wild card, if I was going to wild card next game week, because I'm fed up of...
Oh, yeah. Liverpool players are gone. Their fixtures
So Liverpool players go because their fixtures are pretty crap. But I'd argue that Man United at home is actually a good fixture, but don't know. But the question would be, I'm looking at price rises, and I said like I'll have a quick look. And do you know, Steve-O, we got price rises going up tonight. Haaland Donnarumma's going up. Ray is going up. Semenyo's going up again.
Haaland's going up, is he?
Yeah, Semenyo again.
Good.
Gabriel.
Although, to be fair, the price rising prediction sites are crap at the moment.
They are pretty. But it's a good indication, isn't it, of how close you are? I mean, if
Of
not
course,
tonight,
yeah.
it'll be certainly top transfers today, you're looking at Donnarumma in for Sanchez. Haaland in for Watkins. Haaland in for Chris Wood.
Yeah, Haaland's going to be the pop.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the majority of people at the moment. So you got the likes of predicted fools. Johnson might be going down, which isn't good news for you.
I've already sold it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you've done. Oh, sorry. You've actually done the move. Okay.
Yeah.
Zubimendi is quite a popular transfer. I thought he's a good player as well. How did he do for points in that game? Zubimendi, anyone know?
2.
No,
Unless he got
any
DEFCON points.
Yeah, so I'm thinking he might have got DEFCON points. Is he actually a magnet for DEFCON points?
Well, he's 5.3, isn't he, in FPL? I'm not going to be
2
touching
points.
him myself,
Yeah.
but you're not going to be buying him, are you?
I think it's just the 16 points he got against Nottingham Forest. But yeah, anyway, the plan for me is quite simple. Do I want to wildcard and take out Sanchez, take out Gakpo, take out Salah, take out Mateta, take out Dorgu, take out, 5 players of my team? Is that worth the wildcarding?
I mean, this is what I'm trying to get at. This is why I feel really happy with my team, because you're mentioning all these players, and yet my team next week is Sells at home to Sunderland, Poro and Van der Ven at home to Wolves, Mings at home to Fulham. You've got the Salah, Semenyo, Reinders, Foden, Dewsbury Hall, Wood, and Haaland. I'm very happy with that team. I ain't got any problem with that at all for next game week, and yet there's you going, ooh, might have to wildcard to get rid of 4 or 5 players.
I've got 2 decisions. Essentially. Decision 1, I just do Gakpo to Foden and leave it as it is.
I think just do that move, get it done, move on. You play Dubravka away at Man City, where there's a chance.
Why is Sanchez? By the way, am I being stupid? Why is Sanchez not flagged?
Because he only serves the suspension in the cup. He still plays technically. It depends if Maresca wants to play him or not.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. So he'll be fine. Okay, so now I'll just bring in Foden then.
Yeah, like I said, it's a straightforward move. Get it done, and then you've got Man City assets, depending on when you want to wildcard. But they've got Burnley, Brentford, Everton. Burnley and Everton are at home. Brentford away. Those fixtures are disgraceful.
Gakpo.
Now,
the Mateta at home to Liverpool is not great though.
Again, this is on you. This is where the fact that you haven't saved transfers and have switched in and out players. This is why, for my
hang on, mate. I brought in Semenyo with my transfer, so that's not.
But that was your one free transfer.
Yeah. But
what I'm saying is that you, because you haven't planned.
I haven't spent any points.
Have you not? I thought you'd taken a -4.
No, mate. No.
Okay, well.
I haven't spent any. I haven't spent any points, and for the whole, my team has pretty much been ticking along. The Mateta in, I would argue, that wasn't necessarily a move I needed to make, but Sesko's not exactly done anything. Let's be honest, and he's out. Mateta in for Sesko actually worked out being a real good move.
Yeah.
So
it's not an emergency transfer either.
It's not an emergency transfer, and he could score against Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
So again,
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that's it with me. Again, do I rip up my team for 5 players, or do I and wildcard, or just do Foden in? In fact, there may be a more obvious move. Let me just check.
I think you just leave it.
There's a more obvious move, maybe. There's a genuinely more obvious move. Are you ready to hear it?
Okay.
I don't take out Gakpo. I take out Mateta. I take out King. I bring in Foden for King. And then I've got 4.9 to spend on a cheapy attacker that's not going to play probably. But
Not Gui then. Who's going down price every single day?
Who's the best forward at cheapest options of under 5 million?
There's nobody. Not forward lines. Anyway.
Foster, 5 million.
Burnley's Foster.
Yeah.
He's 5 million.
That's actually a bargain.
Well,
he's got a crap fixtures.
if you like a player that runs around, but yeah, the fixtures are terrible.
If you like a player that runs around. Burnley's Foster's 5 million.
Should be 4.5 to be honest with you.
I'll be honest with you. Like, that looks more appealing to me. Having Semenyo, Foden, Salah, Gakpo, Rangers, Pedro, Haaland up front.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it is a -4, but to have Gakpo and Foden and Salah and Semenyo and Reinders, I think for those fixtures, Leeds away, Burnley at home, Crystal Palace away. Is it a no-brainer, chat? Let's just get on this. I mean, like, for me, Mateta has got nice fixtures coming up, says Ozil. Steve-O, should I just roll it?
No, I think you should be aggressive with it and do the Foden. When you said Foden in for whoever it was, Gakpo, I thought, yeah, great.
Or for Gakpo. I mean, Gakpo could shoot me in the foot. That's the thing. King is not going to shoot me in the foot.
Agreed, yeah.
Mateta's fixtures, Liverpool at home, Everton away, Bournemouth at home. To be fair,
and then Arsenal away. Arguably 4 of the worst fixtures you can have. A Liverpool team who are just destroying anything in sight. Yes, all right, they're susceptible to conceding, and could Mateta score? Obviously, but how many goals has Mateta scored this season? 2, is it? Everton away, very tough to break down. Bournemouth at home, well, Bournemouth at the moment are the defensive kings, and Arsenal away, you don't need to talk about. So it depends how desperate you are to bring in Foden.
To be honest, I don't think.
Jakes, we'll be here all night discussing this.
I'm going to sleep on it. I'm not going to. Right. On that note, right. I'm going to wildcard. There we go. Yeah, so Chelsea. So let's just quickly go through these fixtures, Steve. In fact, so Liverpool beat Everton 2-1. Salah getting an assist with 5 points. Ekitike and Gravenberch getting the goals, and Gravenberch getting an assist. And Dye getting an assist to Ghana. Dewsbury Hall not doing anything in that one. I thought he played pretty well, but not really the most shocking result of the game week. Brighton 2 versus Spurs 2-2. What's going on with Spurs? Who knows? They're shit.
I wouldn't go that far. It's more the fact that Brighton are very good at home. Brighton don't lose at home. And we did say on the stream, we said on the stream the other day that it's going to be a tough fixture for Spurs. They're going to concede. They did. They conceded twice, in fact, and they came back, and apparently they could have won it. So, if anything, Brighton are very lucky to get away with the point, but whatever. They got the point, and they still continue being unbeaten at home.
Okay. We got Minter getting the goal, Ayari with the goal, Jorginho for Brighton with the assist. We've got Burnley versus Nottingham Forest. You must be happy with the point, I guess. I mean, a point is a point. Anthony getting the goal for you guys, Burnley, and Nico Williams getting the goal for Nottingham Forest. And yeah, a point is a point, Steve-O.
It sounded like a very, 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 very scrappy game. And by all accounts, Nottingham Forest, again, could have nicked it. Dubravka was the saviour for us in this particular fixture. And yeah, like you stated, a point to point, I did say that we should be targeting teams like Nottingham Forest at home and making sure that we don't lose. We didn't. And yeah, we're just plodding along. We're just plodding along doing what we're doing. We've had a horrific opening set of fixtures and we're just doing the best we can. And the fact that we've dropped 2 points in the 95th and 97th minute.
I know. It's ridiculous,
So-
mate. It's ridiculous how let Burnley not make that a habit. West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Palace beating West Ham 2-1. Mateta getting a goal, Mitchell getting the other. Gay and Wharton with the assists. Bowen getting the goal for West Ham and Diouf getting the assist. So really, did it surprise you that Palace got 2 goals away at West Ham?
The fact they scored twice is the thing that surprised me.
You said 1-0,
That's
didn't
the
you?
only thing that surprised me. But West Ham are in problem. West Ham are a problem.
Yeah.
And I think Graham Potter could be the first manager to
Yeah.
decide.
You gone by Christmas, do you think?
Well, maybe sooner than that.
Very
Because
likely.
they are on a sinking ship. And it's just looking good.
High scoring Leeds get 3 goals against Wolverhampton Wanderers with 1 goal. Krejci with the goal for Wolves, whoever that is, and Fer Lopez with the assist.
No, it's Alex Vollo's captain, would you believe?
He's just a nutter, isn't he? Stack, this player that people in Hangouts are talking about. Some podcast was going on about him and said about being a good option, but Stack getting a goal and assist in that game. Calvert-Lewin, a name that hasn't been said for a while, getting a goal, and Okafor with Bogle, Stack, Calvert-Lewin getting the assists. Is this just a testimony how bad Wolves are? The fact that Leeds could put 3 against them, 3, and should we be targeting Wolves as a team to have players playing against?
Yeah.
Who have they got next?
Tottenham.
Spurs. Oh my God, that's gonna.
And they're away as well.
It's gonna be a battering.
I don't know about a battering, but I'd like to think that Spurs will win 2-0.
How much
I'd
is
like to think they
Richarlison?
will.
How much is Richarlison?
6.7, I think.
Is
now.
he really?
Yeah.
And he's nailed.
I wouldn't go as far as say he's nailed, but he's about an 80% certain starter. Yeah.
Because no, man. I mean, no. Let's not get carried away. Let's go back to the team and be out for an hour again, going for my team. And then we've got Manchester United winning 2-1. I almost said losing. I'm so used to saying Man United losing. Man United were winning at Old Trafford against Chelsea. With obviously the drama of what happened with that Sanchez sending off, and then of course into the second half, Casemiro. Goals from Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Dorgu with the assist on my bench, firmly placed. Maguire as well with the assist. Chalobah and James getting the assist for goal from Chalobah, James the assist for Chelsea. Is this a worry for Chelsea owners? Obviously now with Palmer going off injured and obviously owning Pedro going forward, do you think there's enough players at Chelsea that it's not going to really make a blind bit of difference? It was just an off day, and obviously
a blind bit of difference. They've got like the biggest squad in the world, haven't they? They've got plenty of players to come into cover.
Yeah,
and I think Maresca went into panic mode yesterday.
He went crazy. He did so many substitutions when that red card came through. I don't know why he did it. It was like some man possessed. He was just on one. Fulham versus Brentford. Fulham beating Brentford 3-1. No, I mean I don't care because King didn't do nothing.
Why did you play him anyway?
Because I honestly thought that Brentford are shit, and they are shit. And Fulham got goals in them, which they did have goals in them. I predicted Fulham to win that game. Didn't think they were going to win it 3-1, but I did think they'll win it. I think I might have said 2-1. I think King not getting anything is... I know.
Considering
how involved he's been with Fulham, just very disappointing. I'm not going to lie, very disappointed.
What rubs salt in the wound is the fact he got a yellow card. That's the
Oh yeah,
that's the biggest kicker.
Bournemouth versus Newcastle. I couldn't care
Dreadful.
about. I could not care about this game in the
Mate,
slightest, other than the fact that it. No, I couldn't care. So there's literally nothing I'm trying to think of.
Whenever there's two games on, obviously there is every Sunday, and Sky Sports is showing it, and I'm bored of the game that I'm watching, I'll turn over to the other game. So in this case, I'm watching Aston Villa, and I put on Bournemouth Newcastle, and after 5 minutes, I'm just thinking to myself, this is ending 0-0 or 1-0 Bournemouth. This is absolutely diabolical. So I just switched back to Aston Villa and watched that game, Jace, Sunderland Aston Villa. That had 1-0 Sunderland written all over it. Aston Villa, there are problems. I think if you got a defensive player like you have or I have, keep them for Fulham and Burnley. If you don't own any, don't bother going anywhere near them. If you own Rodgers and Watkins, you need to get gone as soon as possible.
Well, you were advocating not long ago, Aston Villa. You were saying I'm going to think
it breeds, but they did not exist today, Watkins, and I saw more of Buendia and Marlon and Maatsen than I did of Rodgers and Watkins. I think Watkins touched the ball 11 times in the game. 2 opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and clearly a player that needs confidence, and he has got 0 confidence.
Yeah.
And I'd be very worried if you're an owner of either of them too, because it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. I think the Matty Cash goal, we need to talk about that, because that came out of absolutely nowhere, Jace. I'm just there lying on my bed thinking, because it happened after the player got sent off. And I'm thinking, right, this is now going to end 0-0. It was just so boring. Neither team wanted to attack. I'm just even Aston Villa, who had 11 players, could not be bothered to attack Sunderland. And I'm watching it thinking, what am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing with my life watching this shit? And when Matty Cash scored, I genuinely smiled and I thought, right, this game's ending 1-0. And the irony is that Matty Cash was one of the players that let Isidore in to score the goal.
Isidore, of course, getting all bonus 3 points.
Yeah, that goal came out of absolutely nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. But the irony is that they look like the team that had 11 players. A bit like with Chelsea against you lot. It was like Aston Villa curled up in a ball and didn't want to express
goal and wanted to leave the game with 1 goal. Yeah, it's just crazy how people sit on 1 goal. It's ridiculous. Inviting pressure.
There are problems at Aston Villa. Yeah.
We need to move on to Arsenal versus Man City in a game which has come out completely predictable, 1-0. We said 1-0.
Well,
to be fair, we did say it was going to be a draw. It was likely to be a draw, and certainly the goal from Martinelli is just a fantastic piece of skill. Ball gets played over the top by Eze. He controls it in the box. I think it's can't remember exactly who the defender was that was on him.
Vardiol
or
Diaz.
He controlled it so nicely and then just lifted it over Donnarumma into the far right hand corner. It was a sublime finish. And why is no one talking about getting Doku instead of Foden, says the official Hilton in the chat? Is that a good point being made there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, game ending 1-1. Obviously, Haaland scoring early into the game. Rangers with the assist. Rangers.
Did you watch?
I watched parts of it. I was out again. I was out walking in the woods. And the thing I got from that was don't bench Rangers. Don't bench him.
Well, I always say about never bench your premium team players.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I thought that Arsenal stole the draw, but to be fair, again, we talk about, they did for the last 25 minutes of the game. Man City were just sitting
They put
back.
up 2 banks of 5.
Since Haaland got subbed off, it was literally like a case of just battering, batter down, close down the doors and just ride the storm out. It was very much like, again, we talk about teams that just sit on a goal. And then, of course, what happens? What's the risk if you sit on a goal? Well, exactly what happened. A moment of brilliance. It was a moment of brilliance. Yeah.
I mean, fair play to Arteta throwing all his eggs in one basket. And he got his just desserts, to be honest with you. That's now the 6th game in a row that he hasn't lost to Man City. And I thought the game completely changed in the second half when he took off, not because he took off Madueke, but the fact that he brought Saka and Eze on. Now, Madueke actually had a really good first half. In fact, he was one of the few bright sparks for Arsenal. He looked great. But to take him off for Saka, I thought was a bit... He should have taken off Trossard. Trossard was... I didn't even know he existed in the first half. And it was literally just two defences playing one another and who will get through. And at first, it was a great breakaway goal with Reinders and Haaland. Very, very good, well-taken goal from Haaland. There was a moment, actually, where Haaland was put through and could have easily have just squared it to Foden, and Foden would have had an empty net, but rather he just took on a shot, which is fine, the striker's prerogative.
Yeah.
Arsenal definitely deserved the draw. I don't think Man City showed enough to, come away with the win, but, like you say, a bit of magic from Martinelli, a very well taken goal there, and I'm genuinely really happy that Arsenal didn't lose that match. And yeah, it's now the turning of Arsenal's fixtures.
Jesus,
it's now going to be
sorry, mate. Sorry, did you know that Doku's only 6.4?
Yeah.
Wow.
It could be. Remember that week when he went mental against whoever it was? He got like a hat trick of assists and a goal or something.
It was 10 points against Man United, 2 assists.
No. When he first came in the league, he played whoever it was, and he got a ridiculous score. And
I mean, it could be, but then again, it's like it's going to be constantly breaking down Burnley Turtle. Like they'll just be sitting really deep.
I joked on X that the way Man City played against Arsenal the last 20 minutes, that's how Burnley are going to play. The difference is that we're Burnley, and they've got the likes of Doku, Foden, Haaland, Savinho, Reinders.
Is Doku going to be getting all the minutes though? That's the thing, because he played only 36 minutes in game week 2. He played only 18 minutes in game week 3. That's the thing.
Yeah,
with
but
Doku.
who's going to come in for him? Other than Savinho, who's going to come in for him? I think he's safe for now. I think he's fine. You'll find out on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday when they play in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
they're going to play a weekend team anyway. So
on that note, we need to get moving because I'm going to watch this episode of Alien Earth with the wife. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll be doing a preview on Thursday most likely. Stay tuned and on socials for that, and obviously keep an eye on the broadcasted streams. Steve, thank you so much, man, and well done for beating me this week.
I'm hardly ahead of you, but yeah, make sure you are, if you are tuning in weekly, to make sure you are subscribing to the channel and liking the stream. It's quite simple. It's free.
Take it easy, boys and girls. See you now.